If you say, I want to be ripped because I'm so much of a bitch that I can't commit to anything in my life, and I've always been fat, and I don't like being fat, and I want to be someone that commits to things, and I want to be someone that's ripped, right? Well, now you have your why, and now you have your what. And so now all those other things like kickboxing classes and freaking CrossFit, all that stuff falls away because you're crystal clear on what you want and why you want it. And we are live here, and so I'm a little sad because Mark's grumpy and being mean to me.
Grouchy. Temperamental.
I like it. Good word. This is a solid word, bro.
Right? I'm full of it today. My brain's off, but the vocab's on.
I love it. So, like, you're not going to say scrumdiddlyumptious?
I'm probably not going to say it today.
No.
And no one's probably getting a toodaloo today either.
No toodaloos?
No.
Today, one of those harder days on prep.
I didn't get done cardio until like 12:10 night. Morning, I guess. I didn't finish cardio until 12 this morning.
Midnight. You should have texted me.
Well, yeah, but like at 12 o'clock, I don't talk to anyone.
Mark.
At midnight, I'm not used to being up at midnight.
Mark.
So,
I'm going to bitch at you at midnight tonight and tell you I miss you.
Hopefully, I'll be home by then.
I love it.
I should be if everything goes as planned. I'll be home by midnight.
Yo, I just want you to know I'm living there with you. I'm there with you in spirit. Like today, I got another kickboxing session and I'm lifting. Not gonna be a crazy lift, but I'm trying to put myself through the grinder for a specific reason as well.
There you go.
It's not like a prep, but you know. #live kids. I'm at work now, so I have to put earbuds in so I don't miss anything. I love it, man. I freaking love it. Let's see who that is. The streamer doesn't say who that is. Let's see who's watching us. Who's enjoying our presentation here? Talk to me, buddy.
The child in me wants to say your mom, but
you can say it.
Oh, it's Jen. Hey, Jen.
Jen, how do you know this? Why do you know this stuff?
I went on Facebook on my phone.
Bro, how are you there quicker than me?
I don't know, bro.
I thought your brain was dead. You said your brain was dead, bro.
Literally, I have a notification saying that Neal went live. I clicked Neal went live, and there was a comment.
Dude, you just straight up freaking swindled me, hustled me. You said your brain was dead, and your brain is not dead.
Dude, literally, all I did was respond to the notification on my phone.
What is it that I did to you that you think it's okay to lie to me about your brain being dead?
Dude, I'm brain dead right now. If you want me to come up with a new organic thought right now, it's not going to happen.
Okay, sounds good. All right, well, today's live is going to be on why it is important for you to actually have a real goal. So, Mark, why don't you answer that question? Why is it important to have a real goal?
I think it's a little more than that, too. I think it's having a goal that you truly actually care about.
Ooh.
Because a superficial goal typically may be rooted somewhere else, and striving for that goal may not actually motivate us long term, maybe possibly short term.
Okay. So what's your goal?
That's a really hard one, dude. Because like my goal is always just to constantly beat myself.
I love it. So
in every single way. So I track certain metrics that I can always focus on beating, so I can constantly see progression to a specific extent. And those are more obviously long-term goals from a fitness standpoint than they are short-term goals. So, though I guess they're more so suited for someone who's in this for the long term, not in the short term either.
Okay.
But I think goals are super important in everything in life, right? Because it gives you something to actually aim for. And like I like to bring everything back to money to an extent, right? Because I feel like money makes sense to most people. So if you work in sales and you just went to work and you just tried to sell stuff with no specific target in mind, no metric, no KPI, no nothing, you just aimlessly went into work and picked up the phone and called people and tried to sell them, I don't know, remote controls with no actual way of gauging if you were becoming a better salesman or worse salesman, it would be really hard for you to track where you're actually going. And at the end of the day, why are you actually doing what you're doing? Like, is there an end in sight? So I think the same thing works with fitness. Like, what is the end goal? Like, how many remotes do I have to sell a week or per month to hit my actual goal to make sure I'm profitable?
Right.
Same thing with what is my goal in the gym? Why am I here? Do I want to be fitter? Do I want to run a mile? Do I want to do a 5K? Do I want to fit in a size blah, blah, blah suit? Do I want to be able to climb a mountain? Like, do I want to be able to do an Ironman? Like, there's so many reasons why I could be in the gym. And finding out the why and the goal are two things I think that will keep people motivated. I don't like using the word motivated because it's an emotion, but will keep someone disciplined for a longer period of time.
Keep somebody on track, keep them focused on the path, right? Instead of deviated or distracted from the path. Right. Absolutely. Arnold actually had a great quote around it. He used an analogy. I'm not even going to try and do his accents. I'm good at accents, but I don't even try that one. But he basically was talking about how, like, if you have this map that's like beautiful, like a perfect map, there's all the roads mapped out and they're intricately drawn and all the angles are precise, right? But you don't have a destination. What the fuck is the point of the map, right? And so I think that's the point of the goals. Like so many people are worried about the how, but they don't even have the why, which is really important to have, and they don't have the what. So what does it matter if you have the how to get there if you don't even know where there is, right? And so I think you're spot on, and it keeps people from deviating from their path. So it's really interesting, right? Like, so for me, my question is like, why does this matter to you then, Mark?
I think at one point it was a superficial goal. At one point. And I feel like with many hobbies, it ends up becoming way more of instead of why you started doing it, but why you love doing it now.
Yeah.
So when I first started fitness and stuff in general, it was like, oh, I wanted to look better. Like I was the dorky quiet kid in class. So I wanted muscles. Girls like muscles. Girls don't talk to me. So if I have muscles, girls don't talk to me. By the way, if anyone's doing it for that reason, you will get more attention from men putting on muscle than you women, because every dude's gonna ask you, yo, bro, what do you do? How much do you bench? What's your split look like? So that doesn't work, just so you know.
Just letting you know, but that's fine.
But that was the reason why I started doing this, and after that, it became affecting other aspects of my life. Like it made me more disciplined in school. It was an outlet. Anytime I was upset or was frustrated, it became an outlet. So a way to almost comfort myself. And then I started actually feeling great about the wins I was making in the gym. Like, oh, cool! Like I'm stronger this week, or this is this is a new personal record for myself, or I cover this much distance when I used to be more athletic. Like all those things started mattering more. So the original goal of just looking better no longer mattered.
Right.
It became something I almost needed as my outlet on a regular basis.
That was your constant. That was that was what almost helped you derive your own identity, your own sense of self, right? You started to see yourself as the gym guy. You started to do things like the gym guy. That helped you, like, it gave you a home base, right? It became who you are, and it gave you direction, it gave you purpose, it gave you meaning, right? It's the same thing with me, and that's what I think is really important. It's like having a goal stops you from wandering. Having a goal helps you create a confidence feedback loop. Having a goal ends up being your compass, right? And when you don't have a goal, you don't have a compass, right? And it's a very masculine way of thinking, by the way, right? Like the feminine is more flowy, the masculine is a lot more structured and ordered. So a lot of people disagree. A lot of people are just like, why can't you just go and do it for fun? Or why can't you just go and do it for health? And I don't see it through their lens, because for me, it's like, why the fuck would I do that? Why would I do that? Just for fun, right? Or just for health? Like, yeah, it's definitely important to want to be healthy, but like, strive for something. Have a destination. Like, fuck. I couldn't.
Yeah. Well, like, I look at it this way. My rebuttal to that would be, I don't work just to pay bills, right? Like, that's a function of working, right? I don't work just to pay bills. I find I get more than just financial compensation to pay bills. I do it for other reasons too.
Right.
And I'm sure you do as well. I'm pretty sure everyone in our group does it for more than one reason.
Dude, if I wanted to do this to pay bills, bro, I would do a drop shipping e-commerce store and sit on an island, right? Like the fitness industry, the supplement industry, this is so saturated. We're competing with some sharks. I mean, we are going to be sharks. We are sharks, but we're competing with some sharks. Like, no, I agree.
So if I was just doing it for health, would not make this fun for me, in my opinion. It wouldn't make me want to do it. If I was like, especially like realistically, let's think about it. Like, it's not like I'm getting blood work done every week, seeing remarkable improvements. Like your endurance on how fast you run and how much weight you lift is going to probably improve more than your cholesterol is by the time you see your PCP next year.
Absolutely.
Realistically.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, look, those are great byproducts, right?
Yeah, for sure.
But they're not the main. I mean, they can be, but I feel like people get lost like that. I would definitely get lost like that.
Yeah.
You know?
I definitely would not have been doing cardio at midnight last night for health. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, heart. Like, I'm sorry, bro. I'm not doing it for you at midnight.
If you're watching this and you're on a fitness journey, whether you're in our program or not, comment what your goals are. And if we really want to get deeper into that, also tell me why these goals matter to you. Because I think you bring a great point up, Mark, about having a why behind it. And you bring another great point up about like it not being superficial. Because one of the things that I see oftentimes is people get very distracted. They'll jump from goal to goal to goal to goal, process to process, right? And these are the people that go from group X to, more of a bodybuilding style training to CrossFit. And they jump from one thing to the other because they see their friends doing it and they think it looks glorious. But it's like they're not actually committing any real amount of concentrated, intentional, deliberate effort towards any one thing because they're not crystal clear on what they want and they're not crystal clear on why they want it. Once you know why you want something, right, then the path makes sense. And then all those other things, they fall away. So for example, right, if you say, I want to be ripped because I'm so much of a bitch that I can't commit to anything in my life, and I've always been fat and I don't like being fat and I want to be someone that commits to things and I want to be someone that's ripped, right? Well, now you have your why. And now you have your what. And so now all those other things like kickboxing classes and freaking CrossFit, all that stuff falls away because you're crystal clear on what you want and why you want it.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
I
think the other thing is though too is like complacency, right? Because maybe you picked the goal that was so far away from where you currently are. So even you getting a quarter of the way there or halfway there satisfies you way more than you ever thought you would be. So getting those wins or getting close to your goal is enough that you're satisfied and will make you no longer want to stay disciplined. So that's why I think having something deeper than just a superficial goal, because you're going to get superficial results for the most part if you're doing many parts correctly or in balance, that you're still get that return either way. So if you have a deeper, more meaningful goal than I want to look a certain way, I feel like this is more that will get you in this long term, and it won't just be like, oh, I'm doing it for 6 months, or I'm lifting for a year, or I'm doing this for 2 years.
You gotta dig for that. You gotta dig for that. Like you gotta really dig into your own psyche for that, for sure. Because it's easy to start a process, do better, and then just stop, right? Like the example I just gave you before this, it's like, if your goal is to become a car, right? And right now you're a rusty horse and carriage, and then you oil the wheels and you feed the horse, well, then you'll just be a really good horse and carriage, but you're not actually making a real transformation, right? Yeah. You're not actually constantly up leveling, I think a big part of that, this is what Dom and I spoke about for a while, is like self-belief too. Like you got to believe in yourself. Like you got to really, really, truly believe in yourself that you can actually get to that goal.
Yeah, it truly is. Because like mindset is literally everything, man. It truly is. And you can make fitness as fun or as miserable as you like strictly by how you frame it and how you look at yourself.
You can make anything fun or miserable.
Yeah, literally, you can make anything. But like I feel like since like food is one of the biggest impulses we have as humans, it's very easy to hate it if that's how you frame it. Because it's something you have to do anyway, right? You're going to eat anyway. But you could easily make yourself hate it by just looking at it the wrong way.
One thing that I do is say I get to eat.
Right?
Not I have to eat. Right?
Well, I think that would probably work really well for people who are so used to under eating.
Right.
I get to eat. Like, I don't have to skip this. Oh, I don't have to have a little salad. I get that.
Right. I get to meal prep.
Mm-hmm.
I get to have a meal plan. I don't have to. I can go off the rails, but I get to. I have the opportunity to shape my body how I want to. I have the opportunity to fuel my body how I want to.
Yeah.
Right? So.
For sure.
Amazing. So the reason why I want this business or all my businesses to be so successful is because of legacy. So my why is legacy. All right? This gets real deep. Like, I've always been like that, but when my grandparents died, they all 4 of them died within a 2 year span. So it was like, woof, right? I just saw a start of a life, and I saw I didn't see the start of their life, but I saw an end of a life. I saw 4 ends of lives in like a short period of time, and I realized I'm like, yo, what if they get forgotten forever, right? So that's why I want like to build these big businesses and have them get acquired because I don't want to be forgotten forever. So like that is my why. Anytime I feel like quitting, and you know this, you're fucking in the trenches with me. You know how rigorous entrepreneur can be building this shit. Are we gonna have enough cash? How do we grow this? How do we grow faster? This client's upset. This supplement's not selling. This loss is whatever it is, right? You know how fucking rigorous it is.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, yo, do you want to be a forgotten man, or you want to like be remembered? So don't be a bitch. So that's my goal is legacy. You know, that's my why. Right. So cool, man. All right. So for anyone who's having trouble figuring out what their real goal is, what would you tell them?
What made you think of fitness in the first place? Like, what was the thing that got you to even consider fitness? And like for me, mine started superficial and evolved into much, much more. What your initial goal might be, will probably not be your goal in a few months or a few years from now.
And that's fine.
Yeah, that's totally
beautiful.
okay. Like, again, my initial goal fell wayside within like the first like year of me lifting, because I realized that was the one thing that I would say constant around class and work and everything else, relationships, that the gym was always there. There's that phrase, 200 pounds always be 200 pounds, but friends and family will always come and go.
Right. Right.
But yeah, that was the one thing that was constant. So we have to definitely dig deep and figure out what that why is. And it's okay if the why eventually changes. But why is the why? What is the why now?
The only possible way for it to logically change is for you to figure out what your current why is.
Mm-hmm.
It can't change if you don't know what yours currently is.
Yeah.
And it's not a bad thing if it changes. So the only way the why was able to change was if you actually found one now and then committed to a process based on that.
For sure. And it's okay if that why is superficial right now. It's totally okay with it. And it just may change.
Dude, that's another thing. That's actually another great point. Like, mommies, you're allowed to want to be sexy.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with it. Like, I feel like we see a lot more with moms in general. They're what is that phrase you always say? They don't want to be selfish. What's it called? Mom guilt syndrome?
Mom guilt. It's mom guilt.
Yeah. Like they don't deserve to feel a certain way.
Right.
Because all these other people need to be taken care of before them. And I totally understand that. And I understand that literally the weight of the world on your shoulders, taking care of your whole entire family and your spouse and so on and so forth, whatever the situation may be. So I understand that you feel like you taking time away from doing those things is selfish, but it's okay to be a little selfish. Just because you chose to be a parent and a wife and all of this doesn't mean the other part of you died.
100%. Being a hot mom doesn't make you a bad mom.
Not one bit.
Just like being a ripped entrepreneur doesn't make you a bad entrepreneur or a businessman.
Oh, it probably actually makes you more productive because you probably eat better and train better. Not
probably, definitely. 100% definitely. 100% definitely. And you know something else? That's why, dude, I love having the freaking face piercing, right? I love the fact you get the nose ring and the face piercing because it's like, yo, listen, like I can express myself however I want to. That doesn't make me a fucking bum. Doesn't make me a worse businessman. Doesn't make me stupider, right? Mm-hmm. So it's like when you can shamelessly step into what you truly desire, like that's okay. Like you're allowed to want to be sexy. You can still be good at your role. You can still be a good dad. You can still be a good husband. You can still be a good wife. You can still be a good mom. You can still be a good business owner. You can still be a good artist, right? Like those superficial, and I don't even like calling them superficial, even though I guess they essentially are, but you know.
Physical goals, want to call them that instead?
Yeah, that's probably better.
Physical goals?
Right. It's the paradigm. So yeah, be shameless, man. I journal sometimes.
I honestly abandoned it out of laziness.
You think you should start it again?
I don't know if I want to journal at 4:30 in the morning.
Right now,
I probably should do it, but maybe not at 4:30 in the morning. Maybe it'll be a pre-bed routine.
Yeah, I mean, I think it could be good, but for you, you're in a journey right now that's very self-auditing as it is.
Yeah, I think mentally, me in the morning, I'm probably in a different headspace than when to journal. I feel like it'd be angry journaling, honestly.
You're tunnel vision right now. You're tunnel vision.
It'd be like, I'm awake at this effing time in the morning because I have to do effing this, and then I have to do effing this.
You get to do. I'm kidding. But yeah. I mean, for you, it's Evolve Air, freaking Aries, prep, wedding. For now, that's all we got to work. So not that much stuff, right?
Yeah, not at all. Add house shopping on that too.
House shopping, add it on there. Boom. So anyway, team, if you guys are watching this live, comment #live. If you're watching this on the replay, comment #replay. If you think Mark is really handsome, comment Mark is handsome. We got Catalyst coming out on August 1st. Are you psyched?
What? Am I psyched?
Yeah.
I would make it an appropriate comment, but yes, I'm really psyched. I'm really excited.
How inappropriate? Not good. Okay, got it. Cool, we're good. Sweet. So yeah, we got that coming out. Quantum Mind is of course on sale. If anyone wants to get some samples, you pay for the shipping, I pay for the samples, I'll send them to you. If you want to schedule a call with either myself or someone on my team, most likely someone on my team, please leave a comment below or shoot me a message. Other than that, I love you all. Mark, thank you for this wonderful coaches banter.
Always, team. Thanks for having me.
Ciao.
Are you tired of trying to figure out how to lose weight and keep it off? And maybe you've tried every fad diet, worked with a trainer, did this program, that program, and you haven't gotten anywhere? Well, 1, I feel for you, and 2, the good news is I've worked with thousands of people over the course of the past decade in helping them speed up their metabolism so that they can lose weight, keep it off, and have a proven system they can take with themselves for the rest of their life. So what I want you to do is DM me the word metabolism, and someone on my team will reach out to you and schedule a call where you can come up with a custom plan for you, your life, your goals, and your schedule. All right, there's gonna be no selling on this call. All we're gonna do is we're gonna figure out all the factors that affect you, help you speed up your metabolism, and get you on the path. So whenever you're ready, DM me the word metabolism, and we will reach out.